Join us on the Boss and the Sauce Show as we take a look at the ACC College Football 2019 preview coming up right now. Yes, sir. Back at it. Another ACC College Football 2019 preview. This time we're looking at the Syracuse Orangemen. Now, Coach Dino Barbers, he's in his third year. This is his fourth year here, but he's coached 3 years here already. And this year he gets back 6 on offense, 7 on defense. That's manageable. And he's coming off a 10-3 season last year, which his only losses was to Clemson at Clemson, Pittsburgh right after that at Pittsburgh, and that went to overtime. And then he also lost to the good old Fighting Irish 36-3. But one thing I must say about the Syracuse team, especially being a Notre Dame fan and seeing them for a long time, they really take advantage of playing on that AstroTurf. When they play on that AstroTurf, they're one of those teams that can play fast on that AstroTurf. And if you're not ready to come play fast, then they'll definitely get ahead in the first half, and you'll have a tough time beating them in the second half. Now, notable standout newcomer right here is offensive tackle Ryan Alexander. He's a Sun Belt All-American honorable mention last fall, and he's expected to arrive over the summer as a graduate transfer from South Alabama. He'll step into one of the starting tackle vacancies, a critical addition considering the departure of the 3 starters and the transition to Tommy DeVito, a pocket passer. Now, they do return just the running back, 3 wide receivers, a right tackle, and a right guard. And obviously they got a little faith in Tommy DeVito, but that is a questionable mark on the Syracuse offense. But the type of offense that they run, kind of like a spread offense where the quarterback can actually run or pass, and it's a fast offense. As long as you recruit the right player, they'll fit right into the system and do pretty well. What you think about this Syracuse Orangemen, BigRagoo?
Syracuse has got a lot of little quirky elements to this team that put them in the position they are today. Number one, this is real interesting, their field position. They were ranked number 2 nationally on offense. And reason being, it kind of ties in with the defense because their turnover margin ranks 5th in the country. So the defense kind of put the offense in a lot of good positions. Plus their special teams, they got 2 kickers. Both are nationally recognized. One was a Lou Groza Award winner. Their punting unit and their field goal kicking unit are award winners. And they're a real gritty team that really, does a great job on defense. Tommy DeVito's taking over the helm this year. Eric Dungy is no longer. I remember one game last year, Dungy went down and DeVito came in off the bench as a true freshman. And I thought, they were going to be in big trouble. Man, this kid really got on the field and did a heck of a job. So they've got a lot of good looks, a lot of weapons, a lot of different special team plays. They play up. They're well coached. They're going to be ranked number 2 on the prediction scale for the ACC and the Atlantic Division, and it's for a reason. This team is not a fluke. Like you said, they're fast on the AstroTurf. They have a lot of good skilled players and well coached team. I like this team a lot. This is going to be a team that I'm going to be following very heavily going into the season, deep into the season. And you'll see this team. Don't be surprised if you don't see this team playing on New Year's Day in the bowl season.
Absolutely, BigRagoo. Well, let's take a look at their schedule. Now, they took a note out of Clemson book, and they open up at Liberty. That should be money in the bank for them. Then they play a team which is in some down years, but they're always up and down. They're at Maryland. Then they go ahead and get Clemson out of the way early, which they jumped on Clemson a little bit last year, so ain't no telling this year what can happen in this one. Clemson at Clemson barely slid by a field goal by 4 points on Syracuse last year. So then after that's all over with, they see Western Michigan, Holy Cross, this NC State team that could be a little bit okay at NC State. Pittsburgh, Florida State, Boston College, Duke, Louisville, and Wake Forest. All doable games for this team. Like I said, they take advantage of the elements, and some of these teams they're going to run off the field at home, and they may struggle a little bit on the grass sometimes, but this is definitely one of those speed teams on the turf, and you got to stay focused with them with that. Now, as far as last year's stats, they look wonderful. They averaged 40 points a game. They gave up 27 points a game. Now, if they could put a twist on giving up 27 and take it down to maybe 22 or 24, that also makes all those games in the conference definitely winnable games. And I'm with you on this one, Big Ragoo. I see another 10-2 season out of Syracuse right here, and I'm going to give them the go-ahead, but we're going to keep an eye on that one. Any words on Syracuse?
Yeah, just a few short ones. You know, you talk about how tough they played Clemson last year. You know, they come down to like a field goal type game. Don't forget, they also beat Clemson the year before in Syracuse. So this team seems like they keep zeroing in on Clemson year after year. So that's probably a game that they're going to have circled again. And if they beat Clemson, then game on for this team.
Well, there it is there. We're going to keep it quick and concise right here. That's it for the Syracuse Orangemen. Off to the next team we go.